Hi there. This video is about how to use SystmOne's new functionality where you can bulk attach a letter to a communications annex. Now, I've just started experimenting with this and it looks good and definitely some uses, but there are some limitations too. So, for example, you cannot send an appointment link and a letter in bulk. And you can send a questionnaire and a letter in bulk, and that might work well. It might confuse patients, I don't know. Probably need to try it and see sort of what a feedback and response rates you get. So for this, I just want to show you briefly how you might choose to use it. So for example, here we've got patients who need their third high-risk drug monitoring invite. Now, these patients have already had invites. Most of them have probably been sent a link to book in, but they've not responded. So there are advantages at this point in sending them a letter. The letter will list what things they need, like bloods, BP, and so on. But it'll also explain a bit more why. And if they're on high-risk drugs that need more frequent monitoring, again, the letter will put more information in about that. Now, I can demonstrate this, thankfully, without showing you any patient data. So it broadly works much the same as normal Comms Annex. So we use the Comms Annex. We've created, or I've started to create, some new presets. So if I search for HRD3, you can now see there's this one, HRD monitoring third invite including letter. So I can pick that one, and then this is the bit I've got to do manually. I click set file links, and then I've got letter templates. It's always as miscellaneous letters, so you can't kind of pick the letter type, but that's not that important. So I want Wellbe Innovate Recall, monitoring invites, and then this monitoring invite here. And I click OK, and I click send, and that's it. And no, I don't want to remove those. Now, just a few things to kind of flag up while it's doing that, really. As you will notice, it is really slow. So each letter is pulling in various status alerts and information. And then putting it into a Comms Annex and then sending it. I tried this earlier in the week, and SystmOne did the whole it's not responding thing when I was sending only about 20 or 30 letters for annual review invites this way. So it's quite likely that you might get that warning message. If that happens, don't close SystmOne, just let it keep doing its thing. You can always open SystmOne again if you want to be doing other things. I probably would suggest not trying to do it on maybe more than 50 patients at a time. Again, I don't know really, you need to sort of try and see how you find it. Just to flag as well, in these reports here, there will be some patients who said they can't use links. I think that's not the end of the world, because the link is useful, but it's not essential. And what I've done in these preset messages is try to shorten them, which will hopefully help with sort of reducing the cost for ITBs. But basically just contact us for more details, use the link to read a letter with more details, and then it's up to the patient whether they want to use that. I.e. the kind of key, what do they need to do, is in the message still, but the options there to use it more. When we kind of next review and overhaul our recall setup, we might think a bit more intentionally about how these are included. For now, it's really up to you if you want to use them. We've got some plans to embed this a bit more in our pathology module, because I think it could be really useful there. But yeah, it's sort of ready for you to start using. We've created some presets like this. We will create more to kind of go with each of these sort of standard invites. And if there's any you think are missing or you'd like us to add, let us know. But I'm going to end the video there. It could be quite a lot of waffle if we wait for all these messages to be sent. Thanks.